Hello, everyone. Another edition of A Minute or Two with Bob, installment number 12, Aaron Rodgers' number. So the other day I had to go to the bank, and these days you don't have to go to the bank as often as you used to. You got online banking where you do a lot of things, but once in a while you have to go, you get a check in the mail or something, you want to deposit some cash and you have to actually physically go to the bank. And of course, today with COVID, none of the lobbies are open, so you have to go through the drive-through. I was never one to go to drive-thrus. I don't like drive-thrus. And when I used to go to the bank more often, I used to always go in the lobby. One of the reasons was because sometimes they would have cookies in the lobby. I always had to go in and check it out and see if there were cookies. So, because if they're going to pay me 0.00003% interest on my savings, I'm grabbing a couple cookies. So, but I would go in. But you can't go in anymore. So now you have to go through the drive-thru. Do you ever notice that when you go through the drive-thru, that when you get by the driveway where you're going to turn in to go into the drive-thru, that someone always pulls in right in front of you every single time? Sometimes they come out of nowhere. You don't even see them. All of a sudden there's this car in front of you when you go through the drive-thru. But, okay, so then you get into the drive-thru, and there's like maybe 3 lanes open. There's a car in each one. So now it's a crapshoot. Which one is going to be the fastest? And I already know I'm predestined to pick the wrong one, but you pick one. You just pick one because you don't know anyway. So you get behind a car, and the other day there was like 3, one in each lane, and there was me and a guy next to me and to my left. So I pull in, and I wait. The car to my left at the window leaves. The car next to me goes up to the window. Another truck pulls in about 2 or 3 minutes after me. He gets to go before I do because I'm still waiting. The girl in front of me, she sent that tube thing back and forth about 3 or 4 times, and I'm sitting there. So the guy to the truck that came after me gets waited on before me. I swear to God that guy smirked at me as he got to pull ahead of me. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. You're so important. You get waited on before me. You're way more important than I am. Because I already know I'm going to pick the wrong window anyway. So, but eventually you get up to the window. Now here, first off, bank tellers, you guys have to be nice people because I'm annoyed, but I'm telling myself, don't take it out on her. Don't take it out on her. Because, I've been sitting there for 10 minutes. But dealing with the public like they have to do in that kind of situation, they have to be nice people. So you get to the window, you grab that tube thing. Now some of the tubes open from the side, some of them open from the top. So you got to fumble around with that for a while. And if it's one that opens from the top, you always twist it the wrong way first. It never twists the right way. So, but eventually you get done with that and you get your transaction done, and you're 15 minutes later, you're leaving with no cookies. But I had a flashback to when I was in high school and I would go to the bank. Remember, you had these little blue savings books in a plastic wrapper. They came in, they were kept in a plastic wrapper type thing. They're about the size of a Post-it note. Just getting that thing in it, I probably had hand issues back then, but just getting that book out of that wrapper, in and out of that wrapper successfully was a sense of accomplishment. So you'd go to the window and you'd give the teller your book. And I don't remember how they put the information in there. I don't know if it was some kind of machine or what it was, but I remember it would have blue ink. And I remember they didn't always line up. Like the date of the transaction would be up here. How much you put into your savings account would be down here. They never really aligned. But that was the technology back then. And it all worked out. We all made it through that. When you're in high school and going to put a couple dollars in your savings account, the hardest decision is this. What color sucker do I take? There's red ones and there's yellow ones and there's blue ones. What kind of sucker do I want? And the suckers came on these string loopy things. Like a loop, soft loopy things. I really didn't like those suckers because eventually the loop would fall apart and you'd have these little pieces of sucker on the end of the string. And I really didn't like putting that string thing in my mouth. So, but I would still take a sucker just for the heck of it. It wasn't until later when I was teaching that I discovered the popularity of dum-dums among the kids. And I really believe that dum-dums are more popular because they have a hard stick. So, but I haven't had a sucker in a long time. Just some thoughts about that. And I think we're still talking about suckers. So, I do know this. At some point, I'm going to have to go to the bank again. I'm going to have to go through the drive-thru again. And I'm probably going to find a reason to be annoyed. And you could take that to the bank. Thanks, everyone.